Did Benzino actually beat Eminem? Or is he beating Eminem? This is Fresh Hip Hop Opinion with your guy Oleezeh. Don't forget to subscribe. So, we all know the internet was going crazy because Eminem dropped his anticipated Doomsday 2 song, which we all knew was going to be a big song. It ended up being a very short song going at Benzino, his old nemesis, who tried to take Shady down back in 2002 when he exposed all the racist tapes that Eminem had recorded back in the day when he was like in his late teens. Well, like I said, Eminem brought out Doomsday 2, which was going at Benzino, which seemed like a very random attack on Benzino. Let's keep it funky because these two haven't exchanged words in a long time. Decades. I mean, Eminem did mention him a bit when he went at Machine Gun Kelly on Killshot, but that was just a reference. That wasn't like a real thing. But Benzino did come out in an interview recently and said that he was going to respond to Eminem's reference to him on Killshot, but he just, at the end of the day, decided, nah, it wasn't a big deal. He only mentioned him once, and it was in passing. But Eminem didn't really go that hard at Benzino. It was just more of like a weird kiddie freestyle thing. He just spoke about Benzino's debt that he was in, because we all know he's had money issues in recent years, and that's why he's got an OnlyFans. Yeah, Benzino has an OnlyFans, people. Kind of crazy. That's the world we live in these days. Yeah, he spoke about his debt, but the funny parts was actually quite funny. He started going on about how Benzino was in a hotel with like one bed with another man. And that's obviously referencing to the situation Benzino was in, where there was a policeman with a body cam and he was speaking to Benzino, and Benzino was like, yeah, I'm here with my friend. The friend was a man, and it's like, yo, and they were just in one room together. Look, I understand that, listen, yeah, you're saving money. Let's just get one room, but I hope there was more than one bed. That's all I'm going to say, Ray, Benzino. But they're just trying to save money, which is all good, I get it. But it does look a bit suspect when you're two very, very grown men in your 40s and 50s and you can't just afford to get 2 rooms. It didn't look like an expensive establishment. It's not like you were in the Ritz or that place that Eddie Murphy was in Coming to America. The Waldorf, that's what I'm thinking of. He name dropped Benzino's daughter, Coi Leray, said he won't get a feature from her. Now he's obviously dissing her dad. As far as I know, them two ain't getting along anyway, so you might get that feature. I think that might happen. I wouldn't be shocked. He reaches out to Coi Leray and does a song with her. That'll be deep. That'll be taking it too personal, I think. But the way Benzino got at Eminem, he might do. Might be a good chess move. And the only notable thing that Eminem said that went at Benzino was him having no neck. And then him jumping to do star jumps and his hands can't touch each other. Like, yo, that was funny. It was a funny visual. But it is, again, a bit childlike. Like, Eminem's like 50 years old. It's not really the best diss line to say you got small arms and you got no neck. Is that even an insult? But let's keep it real. Go and Google Benzino. He ain't got no neck. He ain't got one. It just goes to head to shoulders. But now let's switch to Benzino. Benzino came at Eminem very quickly after Eminem's song with Vulturous. It was obviously referring to Eminem being a culture vulture. And it was a decent little shot back, you know. I thought it was quite decent. I liked the flow, the beat, it was hard. He just went into Eminem dissing a lot of pop stars. You know, obviously Eminem's known to diss a lot of people like NSYNC or Britney Spears, etc., etc. We all know Eminem's resume ain't hard like that. Where Benzino got a bit like, wow, you gotta say wow, is when he said Eminem's baby's mother, Kim, could go the same route as Cassie did against Puffy, which is kind of insinuating maybe that there was some domestic violence there. I don't think he means that Eminem did what Puffy did in terms of hiring escorts to deal with Kim while Eminem watched in the corner. That would be a bit extra. But the line I thought was like, damn, was when he mentioned Proof from D12, where he said that Eminem's trying to act all tough and gangster, but he didn't circle the block for Proof, because obviously Proof got shot in a pool house. So he's like saying Eminem didn't do that. Where's Proof's killers? I thought that was a hard line, I ain't gonna lie. I reckon this response from Benzino was actually harder than Eminem's Doomsday 2 on its own. You let me know in the comments what you think about that, people. But Benzino then came back with another effort at Eminem. He came back with Rap Elvis. Now for me, this one wasn't as good as the first song he did, Ultras, because I just kept getting distracted by how offbeat Benzino was with his delivery. I thought, damn, this is what rapping's like when you're in a nursing home. I was like, geez, he was so offbeat. I don't know if anyone's noticed that, but in terms of the points he made in this song, he was on point. He was like going through the whole Shady Records roster, like from Obi Trice, 50 Cent, D12 and all them, saying how most of them are all flops. He said, yeah, you got 50, but the rest of them all flops, basically. I like how he broke that down one by one. I don't necessarily agree with all of them, but there were many valid points. And then obviously he brought back that whole Eminem disrespecting black women from those old tapes he made when he was a teenager, which obviously Eminem can't fight that. I mean, whether you're 17 or you're 70 years old, like the fact that you did a whole recording of music disrespecting black women is kind of crazy that the whole world kind of forgot about that, particularly someone who says they love hip-hop. But I'm just saying. But then I like how Benzino went through his whole roster of dissing pop stars. He just mentioned everybody, Moby to Elton John to Britney Spears. He did mention that he's gone against some rappers like Machine Gun Kelly, who's not really a proper rapper. And then he said a retired Joe Budden. Like I said, the first song that Benzino did was better than Rap Elvis, just because he was at least rapping on beat on the first one. Whereas on Rap Elvis, he was kind of like all over the place. But he made a lot of more valid points in Rap Elvis. I rate the first one much better than the second one. Again, let me know in the comments what you think. But overall, people, in conclusion, has Benzino ethered Eminem? So far, what Benzino's put out is definitely better than Doomsday 2. But obviously, Benzino admitted that he has ghostwriters. He said they just threw him a couple lines, well, he said 4 or 5 lines. I reckon they threw about 10 or 11, and maybe 3/4 of the whole thing. Let's keep it real. Because Benzino doesn't rap in this type of way back in the day. Regardless of that, we have to take it on face value that this is a Benzino diss song to Eminem, and so far, Eminem's getting crushed. But the question is, does Eminem have another kill shot? Because we thought Machine Gun Kelly went hard and did a good effort against Eminem. But then kill shot? What? Listen. Killshot cleared everything. Killshot is one of my favorite diss songs in hip-hop history. I've said it, people. That thing was vicious. From the beat to the raps to the way he even ended it. That thing was vicious. So he'll probably need something like that. But I would probably say something a bit more different from dissing Benzino, because it's like we all know Benzino's flaws and stuff. So it's got to be either a hell of a diss song, or he's got to come with a different tactic, like do a song with Coi Leray. Just so everyone's like, oh, snap, he got at his daughter. Because let's keep it real, people. When we first heard Doomsday 2, we're like, why is Eminem dissing Benzino? Nobody cares. Nobody cares to diss Benzino. And it's, again, another rapper. Okay, they have history, but another rapper that isn't on Eminem's lyrical level. So why don't you go at somebody that actually has some skill set? Just for the sport of hip hop, go and diss somebody that has some lyrical prowess that can actually get back at you and it's entertaining, like a Pusha T or someone of that ilk. Imagine a Drake diss. Anyway, people, I just thought I'll speak on the whole Benzino Eminem beef. We all know Eminem will come back with something. It's all about watch the space, really. But I want to know what you lot think. Do you think Benzino is ahead at the moment? Or do you think Eminem's Doomsday was tough enough, better than both Benzino's efforts? And does it matter that Benzino has admitted that he had some of his team write some of his rhymes for him? And let me know what line in this beef you was feeling the most. For me, that proof line was hard. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, people, so you don't miss another video from Fresh Hip Hop Opinion. Daily content of hip hop talk and news. It's Fresh Hip Hop Opinion. Peace and love.